morning. Good morning. We are live on YouTube. This is Charlie Live, and I am live with my co-host Drake. And we are here to hang out with the cannabis community. Because what? We're cannabis activists. Drake, what do we do on Discord?
What we do every day, hang out and spread knowledge and learn new fun stuff and just kick back and have a good time. Take some dabs. Toss those in there too every now and then.
All right. Well, hi, welcome everybody. Let me get chat pulled up. I got to get YouTube out here, get everything put up so I can say hello to everybody. And if you're coming by for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe because we go live sporadically and you don't want to miss it. You always want to hang out with us because we're building the cannabis community and we are having an amazing time doing it. And we always have an awesome chat to hang out with. Always a good chat. We have Bingo Lombardi first in the party. Here he is. Woo, bong rip. How are you, Bingo? Good morning. Good morning. And Drake just did some squishes before we went live.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, Drake just did some squishing. What did we squish, Drake? What are we dabbing? What are we doing?
Good old black garlic. Did a little press of that because I need to puff something heavy because my back's been bugging me. Then there was Hella Jelly, formerly Jelly Rancher, Humboldt Seed Co. There was Pheno number 10 that I pressed, and then I did a little hodgepodge of some of the remainders of, I think it was 4, 5, and 8 Phenos that I just mixed together, just doing like little 14, 16 gram squishes. Yeah, worked out all right. So now I get to try it.
I am actually sadly finishing up my garden of grease. This is really a sad day for me because, let me tell you, I will be getting more of this hash because his hash was amazing. If you guys didn't see it on my last video, I'm sure I showed it off then too. But this is really all I got about, I have a few jars of this, that's all I got left in a few of them. A few more in others. But that one happened to be the Banana OG. That one was really, really flavorful and amazing. So let's go on that this morning. That's what I'm having. Good morning, Tom. How are you, Octo Tom? Hello. We're just gonna have a quick little session this morning, Drake's got so much shit going on in the background. I got a lot going on today. I'm gonna probably go out and finish up some of my chicken coop and putting some fencing up because I have had some problems with some varmints getting into my chicken area. So yeah, I'm going to be working on that. Hopefully you guys can hear me over this torch. I have no idea. Does it sound okay? Drake, it's cutting out? Yes, no?
The torch is pretty powerful, so I had to wait selectively there. And now it's that part. So cheers, going in.
That torch is too loud. Yeah, so that's all really. Good morning, Jason. Hello.
Yeah, busy day ahead.
Oh, what?
Busy day ahead,
yes.
Harvested yesterday, got the flower room pulled down, the rest of it, the 4x8, and I'm taking out the 2 smaller beds and replacing them with a 3x6 bed, and I have to disinfect the room in between runs and check all the appliances and make sure that everything's using proper power and all sorts of fun things. Then I'm, like I said, putting that 3x6 in, getting the new soil in, and doing a foundational application with our Jadam principles, and then I'll be transplanting right away.
Nice. Oh, good morning, John. How are you? Hope you're having an awesome day out there. Cheers to all of you out there. My dad falls off there.
Who's getting ready for summer? Who's excited? Who's done some popping? Who's done some planning? We've just started, just getting ready. We got the farm to populate and my outdoor area here. And of course, this next flower round. So I've got quite the clown car of a veg room going on right now. It works nice. There's kind of plants stuffed in every little corner. Everywhere you look, there's always another plant. So that's fun. Excited to hear what everyone's dealing with. And what are you planting? Who's most excited for what this year? I'd say these Hella Jellies are high on our list because they're nice early finishers. The claim is 45 to 50 days. So Pacific Northwest, end of September, beginning of October, weather goes horrible, rain, cold, all sorts of nightmarish stuff, sometimes even snow in the wrong time. So early finishers are good for us here outdoors.
So I am hopefully going to be finishing some hugel beds and working on some new hugel beds and getting ready to plant and decide what I'm planting. I would really like to go with autoflowers. Oh, I'd really like to go with feminized seed this year. If I had more feminized seed or access to more feminized seed, I would grow it, because it was so much hassle last year going through all of those cultivars and trying to figure out males and get rid of them on time and not stunning them. And it's just a lot of work. So like, I really see why people use feminized seed, and I see why people breed with it too.
Plant count's such a pain, right? If you could only use 15 plants, but you have to grow double that just to be able to have that many plants, it doesn't really work out. Or else you have to do stages, which just makes it so much more difficult for the small patient, right? You have to run 15 plants, then cull out the male, then run another however many plants and hope you get more females. And then you're just whittling these numbers. If you're really trying to stay within your plant count, I mean, of course, you could probably do a little bit of sneaking and hey, it's just a veg and plant. But nonetheless, if you're trying to follow the rules stringently, it's very difficult. So these feminized plants can be awesome. And again, feminized gear is awesome if it's done right. There's that's for sure, right? As we talk more with the breeders, you mentioned what we're doing on the Discord. You obviously got to check out our Discord for that Jadam information. You know, we always got to plug that, but it's more low key. It's just go there, read, peruse, get an idea. You can see when our shows are on and all the fun stuff. But you'll catch us being a lot more vocal and over engaging at the NW47 Discord and other various places. But there we got lots of breeders and people discussing this specific thing quite a bit recently, and finding that, you know, there's a lot of potential for it. There's different people that have such integrity that are working with the lines, and they're really batting away all the misconceptions about, you know, improperly done work. So a lot of the times if stuff is done, let's just leave it at that. If it's done improperly, you're not going to have a good result. And we saw a lot of that in the past, left a bad taste in our mouth. And there we go. You know, dare I even say the same thing happened with autos, right? There's potentially some pretty decent looking autos out there, but everyone had like the low rider, that horrible, you know, stain to your mouth that you don't even want to ever try to get over. But yeah, feminized gear, rabbit hole, sorry, but it can be very useful for a patient, especially with a very small plant count. Yeah, and you don't waste space. You know, if it's something that you have, you know, very, very small area that you can go into, maybe you're not going to be able to get back in and check them, you know, in a long period of time. Maybe someone plants outdoors somewhere, you know, perhaps maybe somebody guerrilla grows somewhere or something, you know, not that we would ever suggest that. Good morning, Mountain. How are you? Good morning, Lobster. Hey, Red. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, Red's headed to a wedding. You have fun. You go smoke them out at that wedding. Spread that mycelium web there and smoke them all out. I know Red's got them all rolled up, ready to go. Grow, 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 overgrow, overshare, overcare, everywhere. Huh, John? Everywhere. Grow, grow, grow. What's John going to be planting this year? What are y'all going to be planting? What's the one cultivar you're looking forward to be planting this year? God, what am I looking for? I don't even know what I'm planting yet, so I can't tell you what I'm looking forward to yet. Honestly, I don't know. I'm looking forward to planting Two Dog seeds because his are feminized. Honestly, I'm super looking forward to be messing with someone who knows about a kush. It'll be nice to have actual kush in my garden that I know of, that I don't have questions of. Drake, what are you looking forward to growing? Yeah, that hella jelly for sure. And if things go well, which they probably won't because it's all just trials, then speaking of feminized in the spirit, I got some of the Hybridtex Elite X Elite hybridization spray. It's a reversal spray that you use. It's a claim one-time application, good to go. You follow the instructions and it should be pretty pretty solid. Then it just depends on your genetics if you're going to get, really viable pollen, so on and so forth. But I did the attempt on 3 different plants, but all 3 of them were already feminized plants. So we will see how it goes. We've heard all sorts of things recently about the varying levels of difficulty with different types of plant that you're trying this on. So, it probably would have been smarter. I just didn't have any, but would have been smarter to try with a first hand, just some fresh seed that wasn't feminized, F1 of some sorts. But either way, I'm excited to see if it works and then just take a swing at trying to like collect and store and do all the fun stuff with pollen. And if it did work out and was viable, I'll be able to use that on some of the other Hella jellies. And we've got a couple other early finishers, Time Warp and Lemongrass, and a specific couple GDPs, and see what comes of it. Might be able to play with that progeny in the summer. But again, that most likely won't happen because this is most likely going to be a trial and fail, but learning. And that's the whole point.
Yeah. So Tom said, lots of Tom says he's looking forward to growing Mr. Big Stuff, Gary Payton times Mac 1.
Ooh. I'll be right back. Puppy needs me.
Go ahead. And Lobster says may try some autos outside for early little crop. That autos aren't that bad, but it depends on if you're looking for like a hash producing plant. There's so much I've learned about hash producing plants and how important it is that you're growing those cultivars that are for hash. The yields are just crazy amongst the different cultivars out there. So depending on what you're looking for the end product, that's what you really need to be concerned on what you're growing, obviously, right? Some of these people, like if you've never even like smelt some of these cultivars and like people are chasing some of these cultivars, it's like, how do you know until you've actually smelt them? It's so frustrating. And like spending all this time growing out all these outdoor plants, I could see why a lot of you grow these little test crops indoors and do a lot of this testing on stuff indoors. And that's kind of the nice thing about the auto flowers, you kind of get to test them out really quick. But I will tell you, some auto flowers, they just like, some of them just haven't been developed enough to really produce enough like really nice trichomes on them to like really to produce like the amount of hash that you're going to want, or so it just really depends. But give them a chance. Like I was pretty surprised on what, the flower they actually produced. If you like to smoke bud, hey, if that's your thing, then definitely give them a chance. I'm not a bud smoker, so I kind of hack on them because, I kind of like the concentrates and the hash. Yeah, I do. So yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, it's super important to have a nice space for an outdoor. Yeah, I understand you, Lobster. I do. Totally understand you. The outdoor space is so important. And planning of the outdoor space is really important too, you guys. Like where you're putting your garden, what type of sun it's going to get throughout the day. Is it, because it's important when you go you put a garden or even a vegetable garden. Okay. Take for instance, you don't all get to plan, unfortunately, but if you are going to go plan your house or where you're going to put things, keep in mind that, in this winter, the sun is a lot lower. So that, if you have lower bushes and stuff, that's going to block the sun. And then the higher it goes in the sun, in the summer, it's going to get everything. And so it really depends on like where you put things and how they're going to grow. And it's so crazy. And it's so important when you're looking at garden planning, when you're looking at putting a hugelkultur in, especially a hugelkultur. You put a hugelkultur and you plant that, you want that thing to last for years. That's the point of hugelkulturs. You want the pit and the stuff to start breaking down. And so planning some of these things out take a long process. And That's why it's super important when you start planting things in your garden that you do a little bit of research on that. And it's really important. I just had that to add. Hey, Drake's back. Hey, Drake. I went on a little rant there talking about permaculture and how to plan.
I was listening, and yes, of course. And when you're doing these things, you want to make sure to study them and have a good understanding, so you do them right, so you don't just shoot yourself in the foot. Say with Hugo specifically, if you just kind of take a swing at it with a basic understanding and maybe don't really see all the ins and outs, you're gonna probably have a bad time for at least a couple seasons. Lots of these things can be just rat dens, mouse homes, vole castles, whatever you want to call it, all these different rodents. They love them if you don't do them right. So there's a very specific way of when you're setting them up. You do it in layers and you cover everything and you're camping it in lightly, but tamping so that there's not making all these little canals and voids and loose areas for there to be these homes for these larger critters. And it's specific based off the size and the types. And, you need to have the right amount of organic matter and yada, yada, yada. But nonetheless, it's a good thing to really get that good understanding of, and size too, right? Like you can pretty well go, 5 feet wide, and then as long as you want, but you can also do it's like a 5 by 5 by 5. And hey, that's funny. My computer just won't allow for it for myself. So I just see yourself enveloped in a little square for me. That's too funny.
See, the thing is, I don't think the audience can see this. I wanted to just test it out.
Just goes black, I would bet.
Yeah, I think it does.
See my little square, my little Drake square here. But yeah, you can, and if you do things right, they'll last for years and years and years. You do them wrong, they'll just be like a sink essentially, and they'll actually leach as opposed to deposit, and you're gonna have a bad time. All right, I'm ready to try the black garlic next.
Okay, let's dab. Is it dab time, Kathy? Good friend Kathy, is it dab time? Good morning. Let's do this. Oh, I was gonna have some kombucha too this morning. I got up early this morning, almost drank my coffee. Yeah, that was really good English there, Tara. Woke up early. I guess it's a good thing because we spring forward. So don't forget, y'all, we spring forward tonight. So if you got to be somewhere tomorrow, the whole stupid clock thing is all messed up here in America. Does everybody do that in the world? No, just America, right? Right. We're like weird, right? I don't even know. Canada, you guys do it.
Yep.
North America? Is it just North America? I don't even know. Does the whole world do it? Or is it just like North America? I would like to know. I really know nothing about that. It's kind of funny. You know why? Because numbers. I don't like numbers. Numbers, yuck. Numbers are icky. Who knows anything about the numbers of the time, John? John, do you know? John seems like he would know that. I don't know why. Arizona doesn't do it. I know. That's right. Arizona's like one of them. Perpetual, do you guys do a time change over there? Arizona, I think it's Arizona the only state that doesn't do it.
That's really
I really hope. I think we should be done with the time change. I think it's just, annoying. I think there has something to be with money to be made on it, though. I think there's still has something to be with money. I don't know why. I just feel like it's something like that. Like I would just feel like, Is it dab time? So says Alexa. What does Alexa say, Kathy? Tomorrow at 2 a.m. is when it goes. Is that what she says? That's what Alexa says. Okay, gotcha. Well, this Illumatic. Did I say it right? Illumatic. This might have to be my dab for the next one.
Illumatic, hold the A.
Illumatic.
Illmatic.
There
you go.
Illmatic.
Shout out to us.
I really like it. It's probably my favorite. It is probably my favorite. It's either that or the blueberry watermelon. Yeah, that was the blueberry watermelon.
Blueberry watermelon. Oh, watermelon. Watermelon is something I would like to try. Probably not gonna be as long lasting as I would like, but I bet the flavors are just delicious. And you've got me really interested in this Enomatic. Oh yeah, you've got some beans. Tara's got beans she's hiding over there. Beans might make their way into
Have some garden greased beans that I'm looking forward to popping. They are, yeah, there's a strawberry and something in there. Strawberry guava, ice cream cake, something.
Yummy.
So yeah. I am looking forward to popping those. I'm looking to pop so many that I can't even name.
We're narrowing it down for you. I'm so excited for this. Seriously, like you just said, she's
so when we get off of this call this next week, that's what we're going to be planning this next week. We're going to have to be planning what I'm going to be planting, Drake. We got to get on that.
And then we can go through and do what you do, because we're going to keep it nice and simple and what is it? Keep it simple, stupid. Where that's the method.
Yeah, we're gonna be keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. We're gonna be kissing
funny.
it.
Cheers, Johnny.
We're gonna be kissing it this year. Keep it simple, stupid, because Tara is literally wanting to go out and travel this year. I'm gonna get out on the road. I'm gonna be out meeting people. I'm gonna be spreading this cannabis mycelium everywhere. Let me tell you, I'm gonna be like out spreading the fungus. Fungus among us. We're going to be traveling. I got a new car. Well, new to me. I got a new Jeep. We're going to be out. I'm going to put some miles on this bad girl.
This is how I experience America. I just follow Tara through the camera. Perfect.
Yeah.
Like I'm right there.
Yeah. So I'm going to take Drake along. Drake's going to be, through the little eye camera.
We bring Canada.
Yeah. That'll be funny. Yeah.
Yeah. We can go through and we can follow the process and then just, keeping it simple, rock through, start basic, just keep things healthy and easy. We're going to try and keep that 3 to 4 week transplant up three pot sizes at least every time, so we never get too root bound at all. Yeah,
that root bound thing, you guys, when you root bound the plants, it really hurts them. Like, I didn't recognize that. Like it's crazy how much when you just like hit it off and you just grow right the first few years, you just happen to get lucky. And then you get certain cultivars that like are a little bit more pissier than other ones.
Finicky.
And you're like, oh shit, like I didn't realize, like, and it really cuts back on the amount of product that you're going to get. And it's super important that I produce enough for my medicine for a year. I only grow one time. It's super important. So like, I got to take it serious this year. I want to be on the road traveling, but I also got to get my garden going too.
We'll do it all. And we'll do it well.
Perpetual says Jeep will not make it across pond. Well, no, it won't make it across that pond. You're right. Jeep does not have wings. Good morning, small tubes. How are you? Dab time. It is Supreme Grape. What's up? What's up, tubes? What's up? How are y'all? Dab time. Let's do it. Is it dab this way? Let's dab it up. Okay. I say, let's take one more dab and we're going to let all these awesome, beautiful folks get on with their awesome, beautiful week.
I love it.
Because you have a lot of shit to do.
Yeah.
Did you show off your stuff you pressed or anything yet?
I kind of balled it up. I didn't keep it on the parchment right away.
Didn't keep it all pretty or anything?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Oh, and the camera's so much further away. So Uno looks pretty nasty and dark. Not horrible, but it's flower rosin.
Okay, it looked way better on the press, I can say.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. And same thing, big old puddle in here. Just whipped it up a little bit. Both these things, because of the temperature and the manner in which I pressed, were a little more shattery than not. So in this sense, I kind of whipped them very lightly together. So at this point, they're just kind of like coagulating or whatever the right term would be and doing their thing. So we'll see how it looks in the next few hours, but it's going to look gone is probably how it's going to look in the next few hours, because that's why I pressed it, so I can rip through it and get this work done. And yeah, and the reason we're going with the flower rosin right now is because I had a lot of different phenos, and we're just testing to see how the returns are. Do some edibles, but generally not so much. So if it's a profile that I don't mind, we've dedicated the banger to flower rosin. So if you know, you know. But the stone's still there, so I definitely don't mind. If you want, though, we can mix in some some coma and stuff that just looks a little nicer. There's some saucy whatever.
Yeah, that looks beautiful.
There's some hashy rosin for you.
That's beautiful. I am so happily high right now, but I will take one more dab before we go off the live. I've got, it's supposed to be like warm here today. It's supposed to be like 60 degrees they're calling for here today, but it's not looking like 60 degrees here today. I think the weatherman might be off. My husband mentioned, he might want to go rock hounding today or, I don't know, something.
Yep.
But I do want to work on my chicken pen. That's something I want to work on. And also St. Patty's Day is coming up. I was going to talk to everybody, and we might have a St. Patty's Day party coming up on Thursday. We might just have a little sesh. We might throw a live out there if anybody wants to jump on and come on for a St. Patty's Day party. Here we go. I got my hat ready. I think we might do it. What do you think? St. Patty's Day party.
Tara's prepped. Tara's prepped and ready to rock. It's funny.
Got my Teo. Teo, where are you? Got my Pilgors. Let's go. That's going to mess with my hair. Look at that. Mess up my hair. Okay, dab time. Drake's like, yeah, don't mess with my hair.
I wouldn't want to mess mine up. Oh,
so easy to get ready. Throw on a hat. Y'all men that just throw on hats. So easy to get ready. Good morning, Sammy.
I don't even need the hat. Look, just like that. Just done. Easy.
Bingo says it's 35 high today. 60 tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy, Bingo? These weather swings, man. People are having strange ass weather. My girlfriend's sister, Kathy, there, she was having like hail going on in her house. She's supposed to get like snow, possibly. Who knows?
Yeah, we had some flakes this morning.
You had some flakes this morning? Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh. What is up with that? Which one's this one? Let's go in on the
this consistency is fucking.
Go in on the ice cream cake. Oh wow. Yeah, we're gonna really get baked now. Go in some ice cream cake. Nice and stony for the day. Nice and stony. Well, cheers, y'all. Hoping you have a beautiful week, and maybe we'll see you back on Thursday night. I don't know what time. 4:20, 7:10. I don't know. I got to subscribe, I guess, or not follow, subscribe. I guess it's subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Like some platforms. Cheers, y'all. Ooh. It's the sourness on the end of that a little bit. It's not as sweet as I would think it would be. For something to be called ice cream cake. It's not like sweet.
This one has like a funk, almost like, I don't know if sour is right. It's not quite sour. It's not quite bitter. It's in between both of those. It's got like a funk to it for sure. Definitely a funky vibe. I guess similar down to like a storage cellar that has, I don't know. It's an interesting funk to it.
That's his logo. I love it. There we go. At Kush Kirk on Instagram, you guys. Go follow him. Go follow my friend. Go follow my brother. My brother from another. Also, reach out to us on Instagram if you'd like to hang out sometime, if you want to Zoom. If you ever want to hang out with Drake and I, you're feeling a little lonely, maybe want to puff, we're there for you. We're always hanging out over on Discord, somewhere old Drake is now these days. He's always hanging out over on Lemon Hoko's Discord over there. I've been in and out lately. We've had a lot of stuff going on. And hopefully I'm going to get to hashing pretty soon. You guys are going to get to see some hash being made because the hash, man, the hash is like my thing. I love it. Like the bubble hash, it's really my thing, Drake. I really like, I love it. There's nothing not about it. I don't love it.
Been doing a little bit of practice runs in the back end and about 3 of them now, and have a couple trays in the freezer as we speak. And once the weather's appropriate and I get all this other madness out of the way, then it's time for hashing again. So definitely have to go through and crush some rounds, but I'm hoping to get like a nice morning that's right at the right temps that holds throughout the day. So I don't just have like a 3-hour window. I can set up indoors to be the right parameters with like the AC and what we've got going on. But because I've also got the garage and the 4x8 tent doubling as the drying tent, right now it's a drying tent. So hash has to be outside and waiting for the weather.
Yeah. All right. Well, I am going to crack open this kombucha here and say cheers to you all out there. Have my little bit of probiotic out here. Remember, awesome. If you don't consume the whole bottle, you should drink out of a fresh glass. And I chose this elderberry one. I've never had this one before, elderberry and honey. Because isn't elderberry supposed to be like one of those things that antioxidants and help you through, you know, cold and shit like that. So let's try this. Elderberry.
Okay, I'm not familiar with elderberry, but elderberry. That okay. I didn't think there was an edel. Oh, gee, I can't even say that word again.
It's
elderberry.
There.
Tastes great. Less sugar.
It's actually good. Very good.
Should be called Yum.
I would almost recommend that one. Yeah, I will drink that one again.
Almost.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Almost.
Well, because some people can be a bit whiny.
Yeah.
If you don't like wine, one of those people. That's it. It's right on the hint of it's got the grape. It's got the nice grape flavor on the end of that, almost like a grape flavor. But it's almost at the point where it's getting ready to be a wine. Like it gets that little hint of vinegar. So it's like right there. So a lot of people, when they try kombucha, it's already went to that too much of that winey phase. So people are put off by kombucha. So you need kind of the newer ones or the really fruity ones that aren't so like, you know, vinegary for people that are new to this stuff. But I swear this is really good for your health. It's one thing I've added for me, and it's definitely helped me. And you're going to see us do a lot of health things. We talk about our health on here a lot, our regenerative living, and our regenerative life. So we're going to continue to preach it, aren't we, Drake?
You got that right. It looks like I got
Mahuno says, yeah.
Meaty puppy.
All right,
yeah, he's ready to rock.
Y'all have a fantastic day, and